welcome to the Optimal Fitness Systems Module 4, Strength Training. I think this one goes without saying, right? It's all about, leading up to this point and beyond this point. The benefits of strength training are just, I could sit here all day and go on and on about them. It reminds me of the American College of Sports Medicine has one of their position stand, exercise is medicine. And that's it's so true. And working in physical therapy for all the years that I've worked in it, I've seen exercise change people who in their 70s and 80s look like you're just not sure if they're going to be able to get out of bed one day, and just a short couple weeks later they're a totally different person and they're full of energy and just, their aches and pains are getting better. So it is, exercise truly is medicine, and strength training is certainly part of the whole puzzle that we're talking about through the Optimal Fitness Systems. So let's get into the strength training. So some of the benefits: increase lean tissue, right? So when we think of lean tissue, we tend to think of muscle. But it's also connective tissues, ligaments, bone. So it increases your bone density. Adding muscle increases your RMR, your resting metabolic rate. So when I talk to my female clients and I talk about resistance training and they get nervous, first thing they think is, I'm not a bodybuilder, I don't want to get all bulky. I try to explain to them, the difference between how to build bulk versus building tone, and how adding a little muscle to your body increases your RMR. If you think of muscle as living, breathing tissue, what do we need to do to keep it going is burn calories. So it burns calories while you're sitting on the couch, watching your favorite TV show. If you have more muscle, your resting metabolic rate is gonna be up a little higher just to keep everything functioning. Okay. Again, bone density. If you have an elderly patient and you talk about resistance training, if they get a little nervous that they're going to break a bone or get injured, again, we're not throwing around hundreds of pounds of weight, maybe a little dumbbell or whatnot, but that little extra resistance and that pulling on the bone tissue will help increase their bone density. So if they have osteoporosis issues, definitely something you want to work on, but obviously at the same time, make sure that you're not overdoing it. And if they have a lot of falling issues, make sure you're close to them. So I don't think I'm telling you anything you don't already know, but always educate them as to why you're doing it and how your ultimate goal is to be there to protect them. And obviously strength helps with the activities of daily living. So picking up that basket of laundry, going downstairs to the basement to get a chair or something. So strength training, we need all these ADLs come into place, and are actually things you can perform by doing some simple strength training exercises, and as well as it increases your energy. Okay, so if you exercise in itself, gets all the blood flowing, so to speak, gets things moving, so we have more energy. It helps increase blood glucose uptake. So if you have a client with diabetes, strength training, resistance training certainly helps them. Again, I'm assuming you've gone through the screening process and you've talked to them about their diabetes, how well it's controlled, how it's maintained. Do they check it in the morning? And again, all those things that I'm assuming you have a sound knowledge base of all of these things. So when it comes to diabetes, if you don't know much about it, I highly recommend you look further into it. And it increases, strength training helps to decrease your body fat percentage. Like we were saying, if you increase muscle tissue, increase your resting metabolic rate, and then that can actually help decrease the amount of body fat tissue we have. And one more thing, as I was explaining earlier, resistance training certainly helps not just build muscle, but it helps increase the strength of all of the connective tissues. Again, bone, joint capsules, ligaments, tendons. Resistance training, it helps strengthen all of those connective tissues. So all kinds of benefits to resistance training, strength training, and I would encourage you to teach your clients why you're doing what you're doing. For example, as I mentioned earlier, explaining to the female client why it's okay to add a little muscle to help increase your resting metabolic rate. Now, I get asked quite often, Travis, should I do resistance training or should I do the cardio to help burn calories? My answer to that is always both. All right, and then I just kind of describe, although you burn some calories when you're doing resistance training, the biggest benefit from that is increasing your RMR, so you're burning the calories passively. So while you're at home hanging out watching TV, and you burn the calories when you're doing your cardio actively, so you're burning those calories while you're performing that activity. So again, when I'm asked which one's better, I always like to say both of them are better. Okay, so let's get on to the strength exercise.